Okay, so I just watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025, because, we can't come up with any clever names, because, I feel like this one was like the perfect way to come up with a better title than the original. I kind of hate when they do that, like with Halloween. Why is there three different versions of Halloween when we can easily just make a different name, like Halloween the Comeback or some stupid shit like that? I don't like that we remake movies but we keep the same name, so then we just refer it as the 2025 or the 2024 version. Like, no, come up with a freaking name so it's a different name, not just Scream 2025 or Scream 2024, whatever the freak it came out. Like, the movie could be good, but it doesn't matter because the stupid title is just stupid. Sorry, I know I didn't get into anything yet, but I just hate when they do that. I hate when they do like a remake or anything like that and they reboot the series and they just give it the same name as the first one. Like, no, give it a new name. Like, that's the whole freaking point. Like, you're doing a new movie. I get that you're doing a reboot, but you can change the name a little bit. We're gonna know what it is. I did not like this movie. I did not. Granted, I didn't have real high hopes for this movie anyway. I didn't go into this movie being excited or was expecting anything in particular. Like, I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, that looks okay. Like, if I see it, I see it. If I miss it, I'm not going to be crushed about it. But, yeah, so, before I go any further, I'm going to have spoilers in this, so I might put it in the title as well, but just to let you know, I am putting spoilers in this. So if you have not seen the movie yet and you don't want the ending to be ruined, come back and watch this after you see the movie, because I am going to talk about spoilers in this video. Yeah, I didn't really. So it's not that I didn't care for the first one or even the second one. The third one, I don't think really anyone has really saw the third one, so I can't even tell you what that one's about because I don't remember that one. But it's not like I was like really invested in this series. It wasn't like Scream for me, where I actually enjoyed watching those ones back in the day, even with how goofy they got going on there, especially in the third one. But yeah, this one didn't really do much for me back then. Like, I saw it, it was okay, it was whatever. But yeah, going into this one, I kind of felt the same, and like, yeah, it just didn't really do anything for me. So like, we'll get into the pros here. Just to talk about something good. I thought the cast was okay. The main leads, obviously, I thought did very good. I felt like their chemistry was good. The two main girls in there, I thought both of them did very well. Like, they definitely gave you a sense of shit's going south and like they are worried and scared and stuff like that. So like, I thought they both did very well. They definitely kept me invested. I'm gonna probably butcher their names, but Madeline Klein and Chase Sue Wonders, I thought both of them did very good. Like, they both definitely kept me invested, and like, I thought they did, like, every one of their scenes I thought were very good. The rest of the cast was like okay. Nothing crazy spectacular. Sorry about that. Apparently my doggy did not like that opinion. She apparently had different feelings for that. But yeah, I thought like the rest of the cast was just okay. I mean, nothing spectacular. Nobody really stood out except for the main two. The OG cast was good too. So like, with Freddie Prinze Jr., it's really crazy for me to think, because like, when I think of him now, like, it's so crazy because like, I've seen him in so many different things now. Because I've seen him in Scooby-Doo, obviously, was where I first saw him. And then he was in Rebels, which I didn't know about for the longest time because I never watched that show. I skipped that one and just only watched Clone Wars because I didn't like the style, but I ended up going back and watching it. And then I also found out not too long ago that he was also a writer for WWE, which I had no idea. That like really blew my mind. I know this is completely off topic, but like I had to mention it because I don't know when I'll ever mention it ever again, and this seems like the perfect time. But yeah, he used to be a writer for WWE, which I thought was really crazy to find out that he was there for a couple years. Like, it's kind of crazy the kind of stuff that he has done. So like, it's just yeah. But yeah, the OG cast was good too. Like, it was just so spoiler. Brandy from the second movie is in this in like the end of the movie before the credits start. So like they're teasing a sequel, which I don't know if they'll get a sequel. Depends on how much money they make, because from what I've seen, not many people are loving this movie. So, but yeah, like I thought, those four were probably the best in the movie. Some of the deaths were good. I will say, some of them were good. Some of them were bad, obviously, but there were some that were very good. Some I wish we could have seen, like, the pastor in the movie. Like, also, so there is a con that I also have that kind of annoyed me. It's not a huge one, but I will try to remember it after I get done with this. But like, I wish they would have also let us see some of the deaths, because some of them looked good. Like, I was wondering, like, okay, how did this person die like this? Like, that looks very interesting, like, how they died like that. Like, I want to see how they did that. And then, like, some of them were, like, very drawn out and, like, just dragged on through. But, like, I will say the deaths weren't bad. Like, they definitely could have been bad with something like this. Like, they could have kept it very, I don't even know what this movie's rated, if it is rated PG-13 or not. Because I went into this movie kind of blind, so I don't know if this movie... So the movie is rated R. So, like, they could have easily made this, like, a PG-13 movie and then completely screwed the deaths over. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't do that, because some of the deaths really were good with that. So, like, it definitely made the movie a little bit better with those deaths in it. So that was all the positives I really had. I didn't really have too many positives in this movie. Some of the cons, I'll do some of the smaller ones. So like I was saying, for those deaths, what was I going to say? Shit. Have you ever done that where you've, like, had a thought in your head and then you're like, all right, I need to immediately say something before I forget? Crap. That's gonna really bug me now, because now... Okay, so what I was going to say, because I had to sit there and think about it for a second, I didn't like that they, like, took away a chance to see some of the deaths. Like, I would have liked to have seen how, I think there was only one person, really, who died a certain way that I would have been interested to see how they did that, like, how they died that way, especially the pastor. Like, I don't understand how he died that way, and I would have liked... That probably would have been the best kill in the movie, but I would have liked to have seen that. Like, we might have had, like, one or two that were better. Well, I don't even know. Like, I feel like the pastor death probably would have been the best one, and it also doesn't seem like it makes that much sense either. When you figure out who was doing all the killing, like, it really didn't make too much sense why they killed the pastor, unless the pastor figured out and was gonna, rat them out. That's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, I didn't like that they didn't show that death. That death probably would have been the best death in the movie, and I would have really enjoyed to see that one. Also, like, the intro of the movie felt very like it was like a TV series instead of like a movie. Like, it felt like I was watching a TV show, and like the intro popped up, and I'm like, that's the title card we're getting? That's kind of dumb. Like, I mean, I'm not saying title cards need to be like spectacular or great or anything, but like this one was just plain basic. And, like, it didn't do anything. It just felt more like I was watching another episode of this show instead of watching a movie that I came to see, So it was very weird. Like, those are very small cons that don't change much about the movie, or my opinion on the movie, but I just thought it felt really weird. Like, at times it did feel like it was a very TV show and, like, a very teen drama type shit. Like, I don't even think these people are supposed to be teens, so, like... why it had that felt like it is a teen drama. Very, I don't understand why, because these people are like in their 20s. Like, from what it sounds like, they haven't been in high school for a while. Like, they're getting married and stuff like this. They're off doing their own shit. So, like, it's not a teen drama like it was in the first one. So, I don't know why, if they gave it that feel like it was. Like, if you wanted to make them teens, then just make them teens. Why did you make them older than they were then? So, yeah, that wasn't, like, a huge con or anything. That's just what it felt like going into it right away. Like, as soon as you go into the movie, that's what it felt like. So some of my cons, it really felt like they were just redoing the cast from the original movie. Like, you had your Freddie Prinze Jr. character, that blonde-haired jerk guy, your Jennifer Love Hewitt, your Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like, you had all of these characters that felt exactly like the original cast, and, like, it immediately took me out of it. I'm like, really? We couldn't come up with anything better? Like, why did you have to make them so similar and almost look very similar? Like, it is kind of crazy. Like, when you look at the new cast and the old cast, they look pretty freaking similar. Like, even some of their hairstyles look almost somewhat same. Like, if you just wanted to literally redo the whole freaking thing, then why didn't you just do that instead of making it like a reboot, requel type freaking thing, you know? Like, I don't understand what we were trying to do there. So, like, that almost took me out right away, like, how similar these characters felt to the original. And I don't, like, if you're gonna reboot it, you know? Then redo it in your vision. Like, it's not based off of anything other than the movie. As far as I know, this isn't based off a book or anything like that. As far as I know, it is just a movie that someone did in the 90s. So you could have picked and played around with this. All you really need is kids, you know, the main cast does something where they regret, and then now this person's coming back and killing them for something they did. That's all you really need. You don't need to make the cast any similar to what they had before. You can make them almost completely different, and it just felt so weird how they felt so similar to the OG cast. I mean, at times, yes, they do feel different, and they are different characters, but it just felt like it was almost the exact, like, it was almost like I was watching the same movie from 97. Like, it felt so crazy how, like, similar they were. Also, everyone's fucking dumb. Like, everyone is dumb. They talk about, at one point, how, like, no one should be alone, and, like, they end up two people sleep in the same beds and stuff. I don't feel like we need to be breaking up and then start walking outside to our car by ourselves. There's a fucking killer trying to get you guys, and then we go outside walking by ourselves, and then we get locked down and we can't get in, and then we die. Or we go to, you know, some steamer room and make sure there's nobody there so that we could possibly die there. Or we are sitting outside on our porch and then all of a sudden hear a noise, and the most obvious fucking thing, there is a freaking person back there, and that's what kills us, because we're oblivious to things. Like, it is just so dumb. Like, everyone just made so many dumb decisions, and I get in horror movies that's what happens, but they made them extra dumb, and it really took me out of it. Like, it took me out of almost every scene, because, like, they were making mistakes, and it was like, okay, you're making these mistakes, but you could have easily avoided all of this crap if you just weren't completely stupid about it, you know? You guys talked about so much about being together and being with somebody so that you guys weren't alone, and then we end up doing this crap. Like, they made so many dumb decisions, and it just was so stupid. Like, everyone was just being so dumb. And I'm sorry, it bothered the hell out of me. So, like, yeah, I don't really know. And then, obviously, spoilers here, I hated the twist. I did not like the twist at all. I get what you were trying to do. Like, obviously, the twist is the main girl, the black-haired girl who, like, wasn't friends with the group of people to begin with, and then they asked her to come hang out. So, she knew the person who crashed off the truck. You know, she was close to this guy who ended up dying. Like, I guess they were lovers, and like she didn't realize until after they pulled him out of the car or pulled him out of the water that she knew who it was. And so she was the killer. But if you think about it, like, there was no scenes with her and the killer at all. So if you were paying attention, you would have noticed right away who the killer was almost immediately. Like, if you paid attention to who it was, like, paid attention to who the killer went after, you could have guessed right away that it was her, because, like, there were no scenes with her and that killer, like, at all. And it seems like anytime the killer would come around, she was not there at all. Or, like, she would come literally at the end when there was nobody chasing them anymore. So it felt pretty obvious with that. And then they also made Freddie Prinze Jr. the second killer, because, you know, there had to be a second killer, because there was no way this skinny little girl was doing all of this massive heavy lifting. And I'm thinking, why did you make Freddie Prinze Jr. the killer? This dude went through it twice, not once, twice. He even went to the freaking Bahamas or whatever island they were on to go save to save Jennifer Love Hewitt's character in the second movie. So why on earth would, after all that crap he went through, he decided to go and kill people? I get him not being part of this and it being the priest or something like. Oh yeah, that's also another small con that I had. There were so many red herrings in this movie. There were so many that they tried to make you think it was this character or this character or this character. No, we knew it wasn't these characters because you're making it so obvious it's these characters. And then there's times where you might think it could have been those characters, but then they come back to those characters and then you're like, okay, well, it's not that character. That character was put in here just to make it as a red herring, so you would think it's not them. And it's just like, why did we make Ray, the character Ray, like Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character, why did we make him the bad guy? He's talking all this BS about, well, they completely forgot about us. Like, dude, you were trying to forget about this crap. So what do you mean all of a sudden now? Like, and also, if you saying that they were trying, like, you wanted to make them remember what? If you wanted to do that, you could have done that a while ago. You didn't need to wait till somebody died to do that and help this girl out in this killing spree of killing these people. You didn't have to do that. You could have done it, like, once a year or some bull crap like that. You didn't need to have another reason on top of your already reason. Like, it just made no sense, and it just made him look stupid, because he survived the first two movies, and now all of a sudden he wants to do this crap. Like, no, like, I get it was a choice, and yes, like, I'm shocked it was him, but still, like, why did you do that? Why did you change a character from the previous movies, into the bad guy in this movie for the dumbest freaking reason? Because him saying, oh, well, they were trying to forget us. They were trying to forget us. If that was true, you could have done this so much sooner. You didn't have to wait as long as you were waiting. And then, like, you, up until that point, you were trying to forget this crap. Like, I get maybe letting people know, but maybe you should have done that when they started doing these rebuildings and all this other crap. Like, the timing just did not seem right at all. I don't know. I did not like the twist at all. It was very dumb, and I felt like it ruined that character and possibly ruined those other two movies, because, like, now you know this guy's just going to do exactly what they did to him. Like, it's just, at that point, you should have just fucking killed him in the first two movies. Like, why even keep him alive just to do this, you know? Like, it just makes no sense. After all that work, like, I don't know. I was just sitting there waiting for them to make Jennifer Love Hewitt all of a sudden the killer, you know? Like, it was just dumb. It was just dumb. Like, the movie was dumb at times. It just was dumb. Like, I'm a pretty big scaredy cat, and this movie just didn't do that for me. And, like, I don't know. I've went on too long for this movie. This is not a quick review at all now that I think about it. But, yeah, I'm giving this movie a D+. I did not like this movie. I felt like there was a lot of problems with it. I will say the good stuff was good, but there is just not enough over the bad stuff. There's just a lot of pet. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any much more to say. I didn't enjoy this movie. I'm sorry. It just was not a good movie, and yeah. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year, but it's definitely not one of the better movies. So, next week hopefully will be a good one. Next week I'm seeing Fantastic Four, so we'll see how that works. And then after that, I don't know, because I have to work on the Tuesday. I'm going to be we're seeing the movies, so like we have a little movie crew that we're going and seeing these movies. So I might not see next week. I might put in another movie from 2025. I don't know yet. We'll see what I do. But yeah, if you've seen the movie, let me know in the comments what you thought about it and what you liked about the movie. I'd like to know what you like so that next time I go back and rewatch this, you know, maybe I'll find something different and maybe see it through your eyes, and maybe I'll like it then. You know, maybe I'll enjoy it more than I did this first time. But yeah, as of right now, didn't like this movie. D+. Yeah. But it's the third best movie in the series, so there's that. Good job. And yeah, I will catch you later.